What is up, everybody? It is your friendly neighbourhood captain right here, and you're probably wondering what the flim flam fliggity flangity flang are you doing on Kerbal Space Program, you weird person. Well, I'll tell you what I'm doing. I've been challenged to build a vehicle that can follow these parameters, and I have them right in front of me. So I have to build a vehicle that can drive like a car, fly like a plane, operate like a satellite, and get to the moon and land. In KSP itself, I have already attempted to build my version of an SSTO. It failed. It's just, I don't know. It's either too heavy or it's something, but I can't seem to break out of the atmosphere. I get stuck kind of like at the 12,000 mark on the like 12,000 in altitude, not just like 12,000 centimeters off the ground or whatever. So I will show you what I've managed to build as I'm pretty sure the first ever SSTO I've ever built in the existence of my entire life. But I'll show you what that's like, and then I'm going to have to tweak it a little bit to see if I can do this challenge. But let's just jump into the space plane hangar and check it out. So as you can see here, I have what I've called the Buttless 9000 because I'm a pirate and I like to use cutlasses, but this one's just a butt joke. And it kind of resembles, you know, your regular SSTO, I guess. 4 rapier engines and a nuclear engine. I cannot, for the life of me, figure out why I can't reach orbit. Now, it's probably the way I've placed some things, or the way I've designed some things, or it's something extremely stupid that you guys know how to fix, but I don't because I'm an idiot. I've probably done something massively wrong. You guys can probably spot it. I think I've followed, you know, the basics of an SSTO to the best of my ability, but if it is terrible, please go ahead and let me know where I've gone wrong. The wings are probably too far back, or the engines are probably too far back. Speaking of which, I've just noticed they're not in sync, which is bugging the crap polar out of me. Do you know what? I'm actually just going to test it like this. Yeah, this should work. Let's see how good I can do with this. And if I fail, I will build a smaller one, I think. So I'm actually just going to save that real quick so it overwrites. And let's get this thing out onto the runway and try and get into orbit and then to the moon. Now, as you remember, one of the things was I must drive like a car. Now, as you can see, we're moving at 2 meters a second, and you can see that we do actually change angle. Look at that. We're turning like a very shitty car. So yeah, there you go. Check 1 is turning like a car or whatever. Yeah, we've done it. We are successfully maneuvering like a car. And we're actually picking up speed because I'm holding forward like a moron. But I'm only going to give it some half throttle, just about, just to get us off the runway, as it were. Now, I will be taking some funky camera angles with this and zooming out quite some distance because it's taxing on my computer. My computer is old, it sucks. Everybody knows this if you've been on my channel for a bit. But as far as I know, there's some stuff that I have to achieve before I reach 4,000 meters. And one of them apparently is I have to reach 400 meters a second plus, or I will just basically die. I will never be able to reach what I need to reach. Like, I will never achieve escape velocity, and I'll just be stuck in a weird limbo kind of thing. So what I apparently need to do is reach, gears going up, is reach that magical number of 400 meters a second before I reach 4,000 meters in altitude. That is our goal. The Death Star right there, apparently, with that weird crater on it. So let's pitch up real quick. Okay, now I'm definitely not going to reach what I need to reach. Nope. I could try kicking in with the with this. You know, give us a bit of extra speed, as it were. Just while we're at this low altitude. but I doubt it. See, we're already at 3 and we're traveling. Yeah, see, we're not gonna reach the speed we need. I don't think. I don't know what's gonna happen now. I never got this far before in my test flights. I got close. I got real close. I got into orbit. I did not get a circular orbit, but I got up there. I got into space, and then I just didn't. I was already past my apoapsis. Yeah, I was already past my apoapsis before I managed to get the speed I needed. So I just kind of felt like a lead brick. But you know what? I think I'm just going to shut up for a bit, gain some altitude, and I'll probably get back to you guys when we are in orbit. Alright, well, as you can see, we managed to make it into orbit, but now we're coming back down to the surface. Yeah. It's just, it was never going to work. This is actually quite spectacular for me. I don't think I've ever achieved... Nope, there we go. We're out. We're in the cockpit mode. Right, yeah, no, this is a failed mission, Mr. Blank. It is a failed mission. Blake, break, and do you know what I'm going to do? I'm just going to leave it at that. I'm just going to leave it floating through the air. It would have been good to try and get into orbit, but I think what I'm going to do is try a smaller craft. So let's head back to the spaceplane hangar and try a smaller craft. Okay, so what we have here is the Taken But Not Stolen, a retrofitted, redesigned, dismantled, assembled, whatever you want to call it. As you can see, it does handle like a car, a very slow, terrible car. There you go, Mr. Blank, fulfilling that for you. Look at that, there we go. Alright, let's line up again. And we're just going to kick this off. Now, the reason I chose this design is the fact that it is tiny. Are we burning through a lot of our stuff already? Yes, we are. Now, it's a very tiny plane, so it makes it nice and light, which hopefully means that it will get in and up to orbit doing less than what it needs to. So last time I had to, with something that big, I had to get... I had to get the 400. That's why, because I didn't have my SAS on. I had to get the 400 meters a second. Please gain some altitude real quick. Yeah, I had to get my 400 meters a second for my altitude to be able to gain enough speed to get out of there. Hopefully that will happen this time. I doubt it, but I'm really hoping it does. This thing looks like it's gonna make it. It looks like I might fulfill this for you, Mr. Blank, by taking a predetermined design and doing some fun stuff with it. I don't know. I'm not an amazing person. I do know that I'm definitely braking more than what I need to get out of Atmo right now. In fact, what's our apoapsis? 39, 40. Do you know what? At 45, I will stop. Now, I don't know if an aerospike engine operates in a vacuum. That's a joke. We're well past what we need to, so let's make it 55. We're well past what we need to be. This just might work. So let's go for a nice circle orbit. That puts us at that. Puts us at that. There we go. I just heard him change. What's that? What is that? 40. Come on, we can do better. 133. Sure, that'll do. Let's set this because we need to do a big burn. And it's a 3-minute burn. So let's just go. Now, what did that get us to? 147 on that side, 20 on that side. So let's just do what we need to do, which is on this side. Boop. Add a little maneuver. If I can get an orbit, I will be happy. How about that? 88. 93. Let's just go that little bit more. 120. That'll do me. So let me put myself where I need to be. And then we can just sit back, relax, and enjoy a nice bit of waiting around to get into orbit. It's only apparently a 2-second burn, so who knew? Well, I was an idiot and I missed the burn like a stupido. Like a big stupido. What's that put us on now? 132. Whatever. I don't think I've got enough to make a MUN encounter. I don't know what I'm doing. Separation at 8,000 kilometers. The last time I got an well, the last time I went to the moon, I had a rocket with me so I could slow down properly. But I don't think I've got enough fuel left for this. So do you know what? We'll call it quits. I think it would have been great to try and shoot for the moon. But I'm afraid it just appears to be completely and utterly out of our reach. So what we're going to do is we're going to go for a nice little EVA just to say goodbye. Do you want to let go there, Bob? Bob? Bill? Who we got? Jeb. Give me an EVA report, Jeb. Nothing to report. So there is one thing I can do while I'm here, though I don't have a lot of power left to do it, is I can transmit some data. There we go. Starting transmission. Transmission done. Will it now fall back away? There you go, Mr. Blank. So the only thing we couldn't do for you was land on the moon. Now, that's probably because I'm not really one to do things with SSTOs. I've never really used them before. I mean, this is the first one I've ever really done. If you've got a nice little suggestion for a challenge you want to see me do in this or a different game that I might be able to play, let me know. Go ahead and stick it in the comment section down below. But until then, thanks for coming along. And just as the sun comes out from behind, there we go. Come on, just give me that sunrise. There it is. Just as the sun comes around, don't forget to stay awesome.